Hi Virgo, welcome to your 2016 year at a glance forecast. And first time doing this, so I hope you like the format. What I'm going to do is take two different oracle decks, one to illustrate your karmic opportunity or lesson, the second to show how you can get closer to your destiny. Karma really is just what we've gathered as a result of our actions. Sometimes it's a debt, sometimes it's a blessing, but let's see what it is for you, and let's see what it is, how it's going to manifest over 2016. Okay, so it does look like it's a little bit of a challenge for some of you. What will come into question over this year is issues of morality, conflict, conscience. You're going to be asked to make difficult decisions. In the past, you may have either been on the winning or losing end of some of these. Perhaps you were the person that cheated someone. But this life, you're going to have an opportunity to set it right. And in this year, you're going to have some serious or interesting sort of moral questions that might come up, or questions of conscience. Should I or should I not do this? So think about how you can now chip away and break some of your karmic chains and take control over it. The dragon in here showing me a lot of power, a lot of fire. So action is going to be required, and you're going to be the one that needs to take the action. Now let's take a look. Okay, you know what? This card came through as the best way that you can sort of accomplish this and get past some of your karmic lessons. Sometimes it's about not being right, or not always needing to prove that you're right. It's about letting someone else go forward. You can't always control them. Two equally sort of like pitted opponents here. Sometimes you win by letting go. Sometimes when you lose, you win. Sometimes when you win, you lose. So this is your sort of interesting dilemma this year. So let's see how the cards resonate with your karmic lesson and your destiny calling you. Destiny saying let it go. Karma saying engage, engage. So let's see. We'll be pulling one card for each month because I'm doing so many videos, and because I also don't want to get too many cards out here on the table. There won't be any clarification cards. We're going to go with upright or reversal, and I'll read the energy accordingly. Okay, so overall, it's a pretty manageable year. You don't have as many major arcana cards as I've seen for some folks. You're starting off the year feeling actually pretty good. The King of Cups is a good card. I see love, abundance, opportunity starting the year. And even if you don't feel that, know that it's at your fingertips. That's really what the card is saying. This is also can indicate someone coming into your life, a King of Cups. Contrary to the illustration, it's usually someone that has lighter features, but pay more attention to the openness of heart, the intensity of emotion, often a creative or sensitive type that could be coming into your life. Good time for love this month, by the way. So January is not bad for dating, not bad for existing relationships, or just being with yourself and enjoying what's coming through. We talked about morality, and I see the lesson coming through in the second month. I paid attention to the details here, and you'll notice that there's a deal that's being made and something that's being withheld from the deal. So Six of Pentacles is about choosing wisely who you want to engage in business with, who you want to give your time, money, energy to. I would just be careful in February and question who's an ally and who's not. So very interesting here. And another sort of, you might hear some of this through the grapevine here. That's what the bird's indicating here, is the word gets out there. So if you're the one that's sort of put in a situation where you might need to be deceptive, might need to cheat, I want you to know that there are people that are watching and listening. So this is when the issue of morality comes through, and being careful. The other thing is, have faith in karma. We're looking at your own karma. This person, if it's not you, if it's someone else, if you can't control it, and if you don't want to be sort of like a snitch or whatever, I feel like there's other people that are going to bring it to light, and this person will sort of like unravel later in the year. So just let it go. Or if your conscience tells you, because we saw this is a conscious choice, but it's also about your conscience. You got to follow your heart and your conscience. If you need to speak up, then speak up. It's going to be a little trickier in March for you to push forward anything that is something that you're passionate about. We have the Magician card illustrated here as the witch, but that's the Magician. So what I'm seeing here is it's difficult for you to, planning is going to be more important. Rather than execution, I'd rather you look at things that you want to do, start to set up things that will help with that, and then it looks like come April, it'll be a little bit easier, but we still have the Fool card in reverse. But what I like about this, the Green Man here is it's an earthier card, and I see it as more, there's more fruitfulness to it. So I think that you can actually get where you want to be by summer. So don't feel like too discouraged here. So we'll review what we have so far. Good start to the new year, great time for love. Perhaps a decision here that's pulling at your conscience. You might also be witness to something that goes on and you have to speak up. Be kind and honest in your dealings, and understand and know that others will have their due if they're not in their own dealings. You're going to find it a little bit more challenging in the 3rd and 4th months for you to sort of get your voice heard, your ideas out there, but it's still a good month to start chipping away at bigger plans. Even if you're not making the progress you want, these cards are filled with green energy, and I feel like you can still start to make practical movement towards where you want to go. In May, 3 of Pentacles reverse, showing me challenges at work. I'm seeing a direct correlation to what came through in February. There's some politics at play, and you need to remove yourself from the politics. Either know that whatever happened, and you need to move out of that space, because that's what the Fool is about. So you can actually leave in April if you want to, and if you decide to stay, the same stuff's going to go on in May. So whether it's a friendship situation, a work situation, I'm getting more work because of Pentacles, but whatever it is, you have a choice and an opportunity to move, and if you don't, you're just going to have to let some of these things go under the bridge and not worry about it. Love continues to blossom come June, and in July, this is when I feel like you're going to have a second opportunity to step out of this comfort zone that you've been in. So if you didn't take it in January, February, March or April, if you decide to stick with it, then come July, you're going to have a chance to move out again. August is a great month for you for standing up for yourself. This is when I'm seeing a bird again. I feel like whatever happened here in February, by the time July hits, it's out there in the open. You can speak more freely about it. People will take you more seriously. It's also a really good time to, if you're sole proprietor of a business, increase your marketing, try different things. This is also a time when you might, I see a few potential mates coming through for those of you that are single. So it's a good year for you to be dating. There's no lack of partners coming through. We'll take a look if you want to personally on a one-on-one, and I can see which one's more of a match. I get a better feeling towards the Cups energy at the beginning of the year. As we get into September, this is when it's about recapturing some of what you lost momentum-wise in March, because with Temperance, here it has a little bit more of a magical feel to it. So I feel like you can take some of what you started here and finish it here, but in a kind, in a gentle way. This isn't about being overly aggressive. It's about picking something up from the shelf and allowing it to happen. You have a wonderful end to the year, I have to say, starting with October. What you're starting to do in October is set the course for the next year, for 2017. And the 3 of Wands is a really great card. It's showing me that everything that you've been working on, I told you not to give up in April and also even in May. Like, keep working hard at stuff. This is when the fruits of your labor actually come to harvest. You can do something with them. And again, I feel like you'll have one final push in September. So September and October are magical for you. When you hit November, there's going to be a little bit of concern over your financial situation again. For this one, don't be afraid to ask for help or advice. You actually have people that want to be there for you. And there's either pride or being humble or a sense of fear that prevents you from allowing that help to come in. So don't shut out someone who really wants to be there for you, okay? It's more a fear-based situation than reality. You are going to be in a really nice place towards the end of the year. We have the Nine of Wands, which shows me nearly at completion. So whatever you've been trying to have manifest, it's nearly done. I've seen this come up for a few signs, and I feel like what you need to do is be relentless. Do not let go. Get that last wand in place and move forward so that you can then go to a new exciting journey for the next year. So your big theme this month, it actually was spot on. You're going to have some political things come through. Again, February, and then again in May. And then you're going to have at least 2 opportunities to move out of a situation, one in April and another one in July. And then your magical months for manifestation are in September and October. And you'll find yourself at the end of the year nearly where you want to be, not exactly. You'll notice this guy's a little grumpy, and the universe is saying, cheer up. And at that point, whatever it is that you're holding on to, it's also your chance to let it go. So not like give up, but actually move forward. So there is a point where you move from perfectionism, like this sort of needing to go and make everything ideal, to like stifling, strangling. Those 2 words came to mind. So don't get there. Let it go at that point. Anyway, I hope this was helpful, and I hope that you can sort of manage the relationship challenges and move on and allow more fertility, fruitful ventures, and happiness to come in the following year. Anyway, I hope this was an enjoyable forecast and format. If you'd like a little bit more in depth, if you'd like to know more about some of the health, wealth, love, or destiny aspects of 2016 rather, then reach out to me, and I have a special on my site where we can do like a 45-minute reading and go more in depth. Otherwise, check out your January 2016 reading, which is also posted live right now. And if you need to kind of keep in touch, I am pretty much on all the social networks right now. So I'll put a link at the end so you can keep in touch. The newsletter is a great way to find out when everything's posted, because you'll get it right in your inbox. Otherwise, I just want to say thank you for all of the likes, subscribes, and support. It really does mean a lot, and it helps encourage me to continue doing this month to month. So have a fantastic 2016, and I hope that that you are able to get to whatever your destiny and dream is, and I hope that I've been able to sort of help you unravel some of the mystery with that. So thank you so much, and have a great year. Bye.